DLTV News.
Today for your DLTV anchors are Claire
and Gabby.
In this episode, we will learn something new on guitar with Judah. Lila shares some David Lubin Good news.
Jack talks to Walt Gray from ABC 10 about working in the media during COVID-19. And we ask you, our viewers, to send us your videos.
First, we will learn something from Judah for the guitar. Take it away, Judah.
Judah from DLTV. You may remember me from that one episode I was an anchor. Other than that, I'm a cameraman. But the crew at DLTV is making a special episode due to your quarantine to cure your boredom. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to play I Can Tell That We're Gonna Be Friends by the White Stripes.
Thank you, Judah. And now we have some good news from David Lubin.
I read this book about Eugenie Clark shirt lady, and when I heard about Eugenie Clark, I wanted to make it for my diorama. I chose the ocean theme because everyone else thought sharks were mindless monsters, but she didn't think so. She just dove off into the ocean. I was excited because I put a lot of energy on my diorama, and I got a lab coat from my parents.
Now, thank you, Lila, for this David Lubin news. Now we have Jack with Walt Gray.
Jack has had the opportunity to interview Mr. Gray on what it is like to work in the media during the pandemic.
Hey everyone, my name is Jack, and this is Walt Gray. And today we'll be interviewing him about his life in quarantine. Have you celebrated any special occasions while in quarantine? If so, how did you celebrate them?
Well, Jack, how are we celebrating birthdays and anniversaries? Zoom. Everybody's doing the Zoom. You know, everybody's saying happy birthday. Everybody's joining. It's probably been 3 or 4 in the last week Zoom birthdays that we've been involved in. So it's keeping in touch with people and social distancing. So I think it's the new way of doing things with Zoom and Skype. So it's really been working out.
Zoom has become pretty popular within the past few months. My next question is, what changes have you and Channel 10 made to still deliver the news?
We have 120 people who work here at Channel 10, Jack, and 100 of those 120 are now out of the building working at home. So the rest of us are here. You've got to have some people here and then some people at work. So we're just trying to keep as healthy as possible by not having a lot of people in the building. So that's what we're doing.
What changes have you made with your extended personal family?
Well, all of my extended family is in Rhode Island, and my wife's extended family is in South Bend, Indiana. So we're already not nearby them. So we stay in touch, FaceTime a lot, and checking in with things like that. So we're doing our best to stay in touch with the extended family.
How many kids do you have?
How many kids do I have? My daughter Abby is 17. She's going to go to Marquette University in Milwaukee in the fall. So I have one leaving the house. My daughter Kelly is about to be 15. She's a freshman at McClatchy High. And my son Joseph is 13. He is in 7th grade at Cal Middle School. So that's what they're doing.
My final question is, are you worried about getting COVID-19?
Yeah. I'm worried about it. I'm a little less worried now than I was maybe a couple of weeks ago because California is doing really well. So, I'm doing my part. I'm washing my hands a lot, and I'm not going when I go to Safeway and to the drugstore. I'm wearing a mask and trying not to touch things.
On behalf of DLTV, thank you for letting us interview you, Mr. Gray. Have an awesome day.
Thank you, Jack, and a very special thank you to Walt Gray for taking time out of his busy schedule to talk with DLTV.
Before we go, we have a very special surprise from our DLTV editor, Jack. Last week was May 4th, and if you're a Star Wars fan, this piece is for you.
And may the 4th be with you.
Before we go, we want to ask you from our David Lubin community to send in your short 1 to 2 minute videos on what you were doing during quarantine.
You can send your videos to Miss Hamlin at the email on the screen. We would love to hear and see what you have been up to.
This is Gabby.
And this is Claire.
Signing off for David Lubin TV. I said David Lubin this time. Oh my gosh.
DLTV News, DLTV News.
This song's pretty complicated. It seems really simple, but when you start playing it, it gets really complicated really fast. So I suggest take it slow and take your time. It took me a really long time to master, or not even master. I still haven't mastered this song to even just know all the chords and get it down. So you're gonna start with a G chord, but you're gonna this formation. You're just gonna put your second finger on the third fret and your third finger on the E string, the high E string on the 3rd fret, and that's it. The strumming pattern for this specific chord, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick the low E string with your thumb. You're gonna pick the G string with your index finger and the B string with your middle finger. And then when you switch to the C chord, you're gonna move your thumb up to the A string, but you're gonna keep the same pattern with your middle and index finger. And then you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. At the 4th note, you're not gonna switch to the G string. You're gonna strum the B string twice, and then at that 2nd time, you're gonna switch to the G chord again. And then you're gonna go to a D chord, and you're gonna strum the D string and strum the high E string with your middle finger and the B string with your index finger. So it should sound like this. And then you're gonna move to your C chord and same pattern. And at one point in the song, you're gonna go back and forth from the C string to the G string and not worry about the D string. Well, it's an A minor, it's an A chord, although you're gonna take out your middle finger and you're just gonna, same strumming pattern as the C chord. And then you're gonna go to your D chord. And then you're gonna go to your C chord, or your D chord. C chord, D chord.